So when I started my business, I had no money. I was broke and broken, right? I was a single mom with two little girls, and I had to figure out. I knew I wanted to make a difference. I had passion and I was ignorance on fire. Who's with me? I didn't know what the hell I was doing, but I knew. I think back at all the crazy stuff I did as a young businesswoman. Like, I was just bold. I just said, look, I don't care. I'm going to do it. Nobody else will do it. I'm going to do it. How many of you know you're shy to ask for help? Let me see your hand. Shy to ask for help. I know I am. I'm raising my hand for real. Because let me figure out what I need to know before I ask that question, right? You can just come and say, I don't know, and it's not working. We sold that company, Sparkles, for not 1 million, not 2 million, not 3 million, $10 million from one book, from one project, from one possibility. I need you to see that you don't have to have all the answers. You just need to go get the answers. So if you know me, I always talk about being in the 1% club, and we look at there's 30 million businesses in our country today. 49% of us are in turmoil. 46% are in slight turmoil, which I don't know how anyone did not go into turmoil last year, right? Overall, when I look at what's up and what's happening. And 40% are businesses are owned by women, which is very exciting. So I'm excited about what we're up to and what we're doing. 1 out of 12 will close every year. Right now, 50% of businesses are going out of business, 50%. And I don't want you, Ty, I don't want you, Melanie, Melissa, Dr. V, we are not going out of business. We are staying in business. We are thriving and surviving and making it happen and really understanding the new norm in business, right? The new norm in business. And the new norm is what we make of it. Yes, there's circumstances, and every single day there's circumstances, right? 20% of the people that are in business aren't even paying themselves. How many of you have been there? I've been there. I remember crying, crying, Melissa, when one of my first businesses realizing I could go work at McDonald's and make more than I'm making right now in my business. This makes no sense. That was the turning point for me. How many of you have felt that way? Like, wait, why am I working this hard? This makes no sense, right? 88% of small businesses are doing less than 100 grand. If you're doing less than 100 grand, we can go get jobs. So it's all a decision. Put this in the chat. Every single success is a mathematical equation. We have to look at the math of your business. You have to. We can't stay ignorant to it, especially in this economy. Everyone that's looking at indicators, looking at numbers, looking at percentages, looking at conversions, those are the businesses that are winning and surviving. It's all a mathematical equation. Where's Shonda? Sharonda's down there. Sharonda and I had a great call yesterday, really looking at business as a mathematical equation. I did not get your video, girl. Where's my video? Take yourself off mute. I gave her some homework, y'all. Made her sweat.
I sent it. I did. I did some bad homework last night, but this morning I resent it to you, so you should have it. I was obedient. Okay, it was hard. I was obedient.
Okay, good. So we just broke down the numbers on our call and really looked at what do we need to do and what do we need to produce, and we're making it too hard, you guys. You're making it too hard. You're looking at your gross numbers. You're looking at for the year, and the year can scare you, but what do we need to do every single day? 2.4% of businesses are doing $500,000, and 1.7% of the businesses in our country today hit that $1 million mark, and that's gross. That's not net, right? So I want you to look at, it doesn't have to be hard. There's a solution and a system. And so we're all about, let me teach you the system. Let me give you the foundation. If I give you the foundation, Kayla, if I give you the foundation, Claudia, you can create $1 million business every single time. That's why I have the results I have with coaching clients. That's why we have the results with people who are in our GLP, because it's an equation. When you know the equation, you're not making it up anymore. You're not making it up anymore. Nobody wants to make it up, right? So yesterday, for those of you that missed it, I just want to go over it. We talked about, are you the lion or the gazelle? Put in the chat box if you're the lion or the gazelle. I am a lion. My team, those of you, I have COVID. My team's like, how do you feel? I'm like, I'm a lion. I'm a hunter. I'm doing it. I'm making it happen. Whatever. I'll sleep later, right? I got to do it while I can do it, and then rest while I can rest. I want to play hard, win big. Constant talked about being broke, and she uses acronyms for belief, being ready, being obsessed. I am obsessed. My team is obsessed with winning, serving our clients, right? When we never sell, I never sell. I come from service. Sharonda and I were talking about that yesterday. Don't sell, serve, but you also have to invite. Ask equals get. Ask equals get. Put that in the chat. Ask equals get. If you don't ask for the sell, you won't get the sell. If you don't ask for the business, you won't get the business. If you don't ask for what you need, you will never get it. You won't get it in your relationships. You won't get it in love. You won't get it in business. You won't get your partnerships that you want because you're not asking. You're waiting for someone to see you. You're waiting for someone to notice you. They don't notice you. We're busy being busy. You have to raise your hand and go, hi, I'm still here. Hi, I still want to play. Hi, did you forget about me? Hi, how can I serve you? Hi, is your business still the same? Hi, is your health still the same? Hi, is your, whatever your business is. Does that make sense? Come from service, but you have to ask. A lot of you are doing foreplay. Yes, I said it. You're doing foreplay. You get your client all excited. You get them all like really intoxicated with you and what you're doing. And then you go, okay, well, let me know if you want to play. No, you got to seize the day, right? Sharonda and I were talking and I said, I need that sister girl to come out. I need your alter ego to come out, right? I said, who's your alter ego? She goes, number one. Okay, so I need number one to show up and Sharonda needs to stay home. So who shows up? For me is Sophia. Sophia is fierce. Sophia doesn't take no. Sophia will do anything. Sophia is spicy. Sophia can go into hard conversations, right? If you look at Beyonce, she turns into Sasha Fierce. That's her alter ego to get ready for what you have to do. Put your alter ego's name in the chat. And I know you all have one. Put it in the chat because I know you all have one. I want to know who your alter ego is. That's who you need to invite to your calls, that person that you create, that persona that you create that allows you to be radical, allows you to be bold, allows you to do what you need to do to get it done. How many of you have an alter ego? Raise your hand so I know I'm not just the only cuckoo one here, right? We all have it. If you don't have it, you need to create one, right? Andrea, thank you, right? You need to create one. And it's who can be bold, who can be, and you all have one because go back to your childhood. That's that child that your parents said that they don't want to see, the one that will push the envelope, the one that would sneak and go around and do whatever needed to do. That alter ego, right? Mine is Sophia. I'm grown up and now she's out there and well, I got a lot of them, but that's the one that gets stuff done. I got Felony Melanie, Betty. So when you cross me, look, you want Felony Melanie. If you ever get in trouble, you call and say, I need Melanie to get on the phone with me for this client because she's acting up. I got a poster with Felony Melanie on it. That's how big Felony Melanie is. My team created a poster, Loretta, of me being Felony Melanie, the scary one. That's the one, that's that mama, that scary mama that comes out, that's Felony Melanie. Like, I will open up a can of whoop ass if you don't do what I say and do it right now. How many of you have a Felony Melanie in your closet too? I would go to events. And in the events, I would sit there and wish Paige was with me. I would sit there and wish Josie was with me. I would sit there and wish Sam was with me. I would sit there and wish Zena was with me because I didn't ask them to play. Then I would go and I'd have to tell them exactly what I learned or show them what I learned so that they could catch up with what I was learning. How many of you have had that? Like you're the smartest one. You're the one always coaching people. You're the one always pouring into people. I know it's just not Kathy and I, right? Let me see your hands. I've done that over and over. I'm like, wait, I need my community here so I can have that support and grow quicker, faster. I could have that support and grow quicker, faster. I don't want you to grow alone, right? And I want to reward you for not growing alone, right? So I want you to look at, yes, so true. Hands up. I need you to realize that if we get our community, if I get Melanie in my community, in my conversation, when I'm feeling down, when I have my bloody elbows and bloody knees, because that time will come, they will pick you up. A lot of you heard the story about baby Naomi, and baby Naomi was in the ICU for 2 months. Every single day we thought she was dying for 2 straight months, Anna. This baby came out 4 pounds, tiny. You could fit her in her hand. She was so tiny. She has a brain bleed. She has a blood clot in her brain. Still seizures, still fighting for her life. My community, I have thousands of people praying for her, thousands of people covering that child, thousands of people covering me, thousands, I'm not exaggerating, thousands. And that baby came out of ICU. She is healthy. She still has a brain bleed. She still has a blood clot. The doctors are perplexed and confused and like, this baby is a godsend. This baby has blessing. This baby, my tribe texted me, prayed for me, prayed online, sent me prayers, and that's all community. I couldn't do it by myself. My daughter couldn't do myself. I was in a place where I didn't care, Mary Jo. I didn't care about anybody's business. I didn't care about my business. I'm like, I don't care. All I care about is this child. All I care about is she going to live another day? And if I do something and I'm not there with that baby, I will regret it for the rest of my life. You need a community that powerful, that I know that Melanie was praying over her. I know that Kathy was praying over. I know Zena was calling me and going, it's good. That my other daughter's baby was at the same time. She's pregnant at the same time. She was hemorrhaging and bleeding at the same time this other baby was, fighting for its life. And miracles can happen when 3 or more come together, 2 or more come together. Miracles can happen. Miracles can happen when you have people talking the same talk, listening and believing and supporting you, because you will forget what a beast you are. You will forget what a blessing you are. You will forget because you're stuck in your office, you're stuck at home, you're in your stuff. Who am I talking to right now? This was not on my agenda, right? We get stuck in being a lonelypreneur. Don't be lonely. Show up, play, keep participating. If you get one thing that will shift your business, that's a breakthrough. Yes, yes? Tell me, yes, yes. Thank you, Dr. V. Yes, I see you. So those of you, I'm going to talk about my story again, because some of you are in this place of, I don't know, I don't have the resources. So if you don't know and you don't have the resources, and I mean financial resources, you need to play a bigger game and you're trying to figure it out, raise your hand or put yes in the chat box so I can see you. Yes, yes. Thank you, Diane, right? I'm in the same place. Yes, I want to get you out of that place. So when I started my business, again, we said it yesterday, I have my PhD, which is my public high school diploma. Everything I learned, I implemented. I went to bookstores. Books were my first coaches. Look, my book is still my coaches. Look, it's tagged for real, because I'll go back and go, what the hell did I say that I do? Let me read what I said I did, because I need some inspiration from myself, right? So my first business, you got to be radical. Put in the chat if you're willing to be radical to live your dream. I need to know it. Are you willing to be radical to live your dream? Yes, Dr. Delise, I'm willing. Sabrina, I'm willing. Ty, I'm willing. Josie, right? Vanetta, it's going so fast. That's awesome. Chandra, awesome, right? Claudia, Lydia. Listen, and if I don't have the answer, somebody in your tribe, somebody in your community has the answer, right? Sharonda does. She gets you compliant so that you can start raising money for your nonprofit. If you don't have money, you don't have the resource. You just don't know who you need. We know who you need. Quit suffering alone, right? So you have to have things in place. There's millions and billions of dollars for the government. You have to get certified to get those numbers. There is money all around you. Put that in the chat box. There's money all around me, and it is my time. It is my time. It is my time. I need to hear you. It is my time. You have to declare it, Alejandra. It is my time. Sparkles, I need you to declare it. It is my time. I know it's my time. Susie Carder knows it's my time. I'm still in this conversation with you. So when I started my business, I had no money. I was broken, right? I was a single mom with 2 little girls, and I had to figure out, I knew I wanted to make a difference. I had passion, and I was ignorance on fire. Who's with me? I didn't know what the hell I was doing, but I knew. I think back at all the crazy stuff I did as a young businesswoman. Like, I was just bold. I just said, look, I don't care. I'm going to do it. Nobody else will do it. I'm going to do it. I was in an industry that were 90% men. There were no business women teaching business, but I wanted to see me, Yvonne. Yancy, I wanted to see me. I wanted to see a woman talking about business, talking about family. Like, how do you manage a family and business? How do you do that, right? So I declared, right? I started my training and development company. The first business I had was a salon and spa, right? And I borrowed $25,000 from my Husbands, at the time, I didn't have a retirement account. Retirement account, what the heck is that? Right? What I had was opportunity. So we borrowed $25,000 from his retirement account to launch that business and to buy that business. We lived off our credit card. I lived off my credit cards. I was so radical and believed in my dream, Sharonda, believed in possibility, Hillary, believed in myself. Bet on yourself. You are the biggest bet. And then I bought a salon. We became the top 1% in the nation, top 10% in the world. And I borrowed again $40,000 from an investor. I didn't know how to write that contract. You know what I did? I did what Constance said yesterday. Google that, GTS, Google that to figure out what do I need to do, right? I sold that for high six figures. We had a training and development company that I bootstrapped from my kitchen table as a single mom with 2 little girls. I created that business. I didn't know what I was doing. Some of you are so procedure oriented. Some of you are like waiting to tick all the boxes and going, I have to have the procedure. If you're waiting for the procedure, if you're waiting for this pandemic to get over, you will miss the boat. You will miss the boat. The time is right now. There are more small businesses starting right now that need you, that need your genius, that need your help, that need your support. More people need you. They're looking for you. You just have to show up and show out, right? Then we launched, I knew nothing about technology, and I launched the largest technology company. We raised $1 million for this company. We started this company back in 1999. There was no Google. There was no software share. Y'all, our first website was $500,000. That is bananas, $500,000, right? And we sold those companies for millions, right? So I want you to look at, there's an opportunity around you, but you're staying stuck, you're staying small, you're staying in a place of uncertainty and you're not raising your hand. When you raise your hand, then people can help. How many of you know you're shy to ask for help? Let me see your hand. Shy to ask for help. I know I am. I'm raising my hand for real. Because let me figure out what I need to know before I ask that question, right? You can just come and say, I don't know, and it's not working, right? I came to my book launch team and said, I don't know, and it's not working, right? For the event that we want to do and how we want to do and how we want to play. And the reality is business is a combination. So I want you to look at that, right? My first book, when I launched my first book, this was in 1995. This is the first book. Look how funny that I designed the cover. Isn't that cute? Wait, but look at this glamour picture. How funny is that? I thought I was the hot tamale. Like, I love all this stuff because you can see, ooh, I think I'm hot. So I want to show you everything you have starts with one thing, right? So we're working too hard. So my first book became a multi-million-dollar company. It started from one book, a multi-million-dollar company. We sold that company, Sparkles, for not 1 million, not 2 million, not 3 million, $10 million from one book, from one project, from one possibility. I need you to see that you don't have to have all the answers. You just need to go get the answers. You need the tribe, you need the people, because it's what you know and who you know. It's what you know and who you know, right? Last night, Brisa and Jason and I were on a call and they said, hey, I need help with this online course. One of our students, Kathy Kidd, raised her hand and said, I'm gonna help you with that. I'm gonna do that for you, with you, support you in less than 10 seconds. Okay, maybe 30 seconds, right? Juicy, juicy, juicy. That's the power of community. Now don't go out, ask Kathy to give you stuff. That's not the point, right? Yeah, show up, be a student, be humble, do the work, make it happen, and miracles start to happen. Right? So I want you to know that you're going to get rejected. You are. That's part of business. You're going to fall down. That's part of business. So I got rejected from the very first publisher. There was only one publisher in our industry, Dr. Delise, and they said, no, thank you. We don't think this product will sell. We don't think the industry wants it. They didn't want this. They didn't want it. So we self-published it. So I'm like, fine. I don't even like you. How many of you are like me? Like, I don't even like you. I'm out of here. I'm going to do it myself. So here's what I did, Sparkle. I went and started my own publishing company. I didn't know how to do that, Sparkles. Sabrina, I didn't know how to do it. Yvonne, I didn't know how to do it. I just did it. Put in the chat box, just do it. Just do it. The Nike commercial, just do it. Watch me, right? Melanie, watch me. We ended up creating one of the most prestigious publishing companies in our industry. We published all my work under that publishing company, and ended up, here's the caveat, selling that company to the exact same publishing house that denied me with the first book, that said, we don't want it, we don't want any, no thank you. And they bought it for $10 million. Tell me that's not the best victory day that you could ever have, right? So that was, I didn't even know. Like, we were in this meeting and all of a sudden I realized, because I forgot they rejected me. You know how sometimes you hang on to stuff and you're dragging it around with you, your hurts, your pains, your challenges. Who am I talking to right now? You drag it around like it's a badge of honor on your shoulder of, woe's me, he left me. Woe's me, I was bankrupt. Woe's me, COVID hit me. Woe's me. How many of you have the woe's me? Right? Woe's me. Well, the rally, I forgot the woe's me. And I was sitting there going, holy crap, Melissa. That was the company that rejected me and said the industry doesn't want it. The industry doesn't want, they won't buy it. And then 15 years later, they bought the whole kit and caboodle. So God said to me, you're not ready yet. You're not ready yet. Go do some more work. You're not ready yet. Go do some more work. So if it's not happening right now, you're not ready yet, Sabrina. You're not ready yet, Jennifer. Go do some more work, Yvonne. Go do some more work, Yancy. Yancy, I need some light on your face, my friend. All I can see is dark. I need to figure out. There you go. I see some smile now. I see some smile. I see some smile. You see these big white teeth. Right? So how do you do that? So my commitment is success isn't just financial. I focus on finances because I know the freedom finances will give to you. But success has to be holistic. I have to have balance, because if you just pour it all into your work, you're going to be empty. And you're going to want to try to fill the void. But you can't fill the void just with money. Money is an exchange. Money gives me possibility. Money gives me options. That's all money does. Gives me options on how to serve my family, how to take care of my family, where I'm going to live, how I'm going to live. So money is opportunity. Some of you are hanging on to that so tight. And the reality is I want holistic success. I want you to experience all the success you have. So when I want you to rate each area in your life. So get a piece of paper and I want you to draw a circle. So draw a big circle. And you find a piece of paper. I want you to draw a big circle. So draw a circle. Wait, I'm going to turn this off. You see my piece of paper? Okay. Now you're going to take a line and draw it in half. Then you're going to take up here and you're going to make a V. Do a V. Then you're going to do a down V. And then you have an equal pi. Okay? Are you guys doing this? Are you doing it, Anna? Give me a thumbs up, Anna. Making sure you're doing it. Okay, good. All right. So I want you to look in each box of the circle. You're going to put each one of these. You're going to put your faith, my belief. I'm not putting my belief on you. My belief is my faith first, my family second, and my career third. Because I know when I'm aligned with my purpose, when I'm aligned with my God, I'll call God, but you call it whatever it is that you want, right? When I'm aligned, then my life works. So I have to spend time daily. My family is my second priority. Right? So I want you in each area, then you're going to have career and business. Then you're going to have physical. Then we're going to put education. I've invested more money in my education, hundreds of thousands of dollars. I may not have a piece of paper that says you have a real PhD. I may not have a DR in front of my name, but the money that I've spent in my education has been millions, because I know that you can never take that away from me. You can never take that away from me. And then lastly is finances. See, some people are rushing to the money, but they're not grounded. They haven't worked on their beliefs. They haven't worked on themselves. So you're repelling clients before you can attract clients. You're not playing the game. It is a game. This is a game. And when you know the rules, when you know the game, then you win. See, when you're running around just chasing money, that's not going to allow you to attract money. You've got to get really clear. You've got to clean up your messes. Put that in the chat. You got to clean up your messes. The degree of your aliveness is to the degree of your integrity. If you have messes out there, if you have financial messes out there, if you're avoiding people, if you're avoiding conversations, I promise you, you will not create it. You will not create financial abundance. You'll experience it, but you won't create it. So I want you to write on a scale of 1 to 10. 0 is right dab in the middle. So 0 is right in the middle. So for your faith, so my faith is high. I'm a 10. I pray every day. I meditate every day. I pray several times a day. I'm always praying. I'm like, please. It's one of my structures that I do. My family, I got to be honest. I put my work before my family. I put my faith before my family before my faith sometimes. So I'm going to say I'm a 7 in my family, right? I could spend more time. I could carve out more time. I see them every week, but sometimes it feels like default versus planning. Your friends are your family. I will spend time with my children and then I forget about my friends. Like friendships take work. Kathy and I work hard to stay in communication with each other. She's busy being busy. I'm being busy. But then I go, okay, wait, where are the people I love and adore? I don't want to forget about them. Because I don't know about you, but I've been forgotten too many times. How many of you have been forgotten too many times? What you thought were friends, and then when you need them, they're not there because we didn't nurture them. We didn't sow into them. We didn't pour into them. That's on me. So if I want Zena to be my friend, if Zena wants to be my friend, she's got to work on that friendship. Right? I got to work on my friendship with Paige. I got to work on my friendship with Biff. I got to work on those friendships. They don't just happen, right? That's lazy when we want them to just happen. Okay, so then career, again, 10. I'm a 10 in my career. Wherever you're at, are you disciplined every single day? It's hard working from home. It's hard working from home. If you're not used to it, if you haven't done it, right? We're social creatures. Right? I've been doing it for 20 some years, so I'm used to it. But I realized, I was thinking about Sam and I had a conversation this morning. I'm like, she's never worked from home. This is a new skill for her. She don't know what to do, right? It gets lonely. How many of you feel that? Like, I love having these calls because I get to see everybody. I'm like, oh, there's Claudia, there's Sharonda, there's Stephanie, there's Melanie, right? And it's like, oh, there's Flo, I see Flo, there's Alejandra. So your physical and your health. Look, do you have the COVID-10 or the COVID-15? A lot of people have the COVID-10 or COVID-15, right? That's like your freshman 10 or freshman 15, that weight that just snuck on because you were busy eating or snacking. How many of you know what I'm talking about, right? I haven't gained weight. I've lost weight because I actually had the COVID, right? So, but I still have my exercise equipment is sitting there collecting dust, right? Because I got busy being busy, right? So my health, I'm going to say my health right now is a 5, right? When I look at all those appointments I'm supposed to be doing, I haven't done those appointments, right? I haven't all those women appointments, all those men appointments, all those appointments we're supposed to be having, right? How's your health? If I don't take care of my health, I can't do what I do. I think that I've stayed so healthy during this COVID, even though I've been sick, because I take care of my health on an ongoing basis. And it's a 5, right? So I want you to look at, and your finance, your education. What is your education? I've invested in 5 different things at the end of last year and the beginning of this year, 5 new programs that I need for my business right now. I need for my business right now because my business isn't stopping. And if I don't stay ahead of my learning curve, I will fall back. I will have stagnant sales. If your sales have not grown more than 10% year over year, you are stagnant. You are stagnant. And if it hasn't grown at all, I have to look at what's the education I need? What's the tools I need? What's the resource I need? What's the coach I need? Who do I need to help me get to that next level? You cannot do it alone. You can't, it's too hard. Now you can suffer. How many of you know you've suffered? Right? Or here's the other one. You have all these courses, but they're in your computer and you're not using them. How about that? How about that? Where, come on, show me that. I have a couple of those. I signed up for a YouTube marketing class. I think I looked at one module and then I went, okay, I ain't got time for this, right? But I know I need it. I just need you to know you're not alone. Everybody does it, right? So where did you rate? So if you look at an ideal world, you would have 100 points, right? So add up your points and put them in the chat. And I want to see in the chat, what are your points, right? Because each area is a possible 10 points if you rate it on a scale of 1 to 10. So I need to see what are your points. Let's see. Okay, 33, Jason and Barisa, awesome. Dr. Vernetta, 37, Lisa, 29. 6 times 10 isn't 100. Oh, 60 points, right. Usually there's 10 buckets. Thank you, Hillary. That's tribe for you, right? Don't ask me to do math when I'm on, because I can't do it. Mary Jo, 36, the amazing Clark, 42, Jennifer, 49, 41, 32, 34. So I want you to look, here's our opportunity. I want to share what you don't have to have all the answers. You just need to know what you need to go, what's going to get me to a 10? What's going to get my business to go to that next level? Who do I need? What resources do I need? What do I need to do now? And are you willing to be radical? I lived off my credit cards for a year. I mortgaged my house. I took money out of my house. A second right now is so inexpensive. You've got equity in a home. Take that money and invest in you. I need you to take that money and invest in you, right? I want you to look at, you can borrow from a retirement account. There's so much money and so much opportunity out there. There are people in your life that will invest in you because the reality is they're scared of the stock market. But if you have a solid business plan, Sparkles, you got to have a business plan. You got to have people see it, because when they see who you are, they invest in you, right, Dr. Virginia? Dr. Virginia and I have worked together for a year. I see her. I see what's possible, right? Melanie Clark, I see what's possible. I see what she's up to. She sees what she's doing. So we're creating these synergistic partnerships because how they show up, because who they are. So they're not in business for themselves, by themselves anymore. They're business for themselves, but we're partnering together. How can you create that? There's money all around you. Somebody put that in the chat. There's money all around you. There's money all around you. You have to ask. You have to ask. I got to do the work. I got to get my plan. Your Beauty Network, when we launched that plan, I didn't know how to raise money, but I put a business plan together and I raised $1 million. Lisa Nichols' company, a lot of you know Lisa. Lisa and I raised millions for her company. Millions, because we had a plan. We raised $2.5 million for her company because we had a plan. When I met her, you guys, she was only doing $80,000 a year when I met her in business. We took that business, that opportunity, and we went from $80,000 a year to over $10 million a year. She was a best-selling author. We got her $1 million for her book deal. That took team. That didn't happen all by itself. We created multiple revenue streams. She had one revenue stream. She had a CD that she wasn't selling. She was just speaking. She was hustling. If you're a speaker, all speaking is marketing. Ouch. All this book is an expensive business card and advertising. It's a lead generator. What this book is, expensive marketing, but necessary marketing to get you on stages, to get you seen, to get you heard, to get you paid. I need you to look at, some of you are playing small. Your playing small doesn't serve the world. Your playing small doesn't serve the world. To go, what do I need to do to play bigger? How can I get out of my comfort zone? Sharonda and I were talking about it last night. She has a back door called a JOB. How many of you have a back door called the JOB? Right? Where you have, I want to launch this business, but I have this job I got to go to. I want to launch this business, but I got a job I want to go to. Zena, quit that job. We call that job an investor, and that investor is good to help you get to the next point. But some of you are using it as a crutch. Some of you are using it as your safety net. So you don't have to risk. I have no safety net. I have no back door. All I have is a front door called Move Forward. Front door, go forward, go steady, keep making it happen, keep doing it, keep doing it. Who am I talking to right now? I need to see who am I talking to, because someone, thank you, Yancy, I see you. Thank you, Nala, I see you. Right, Melanie, I see you. Rosalinda, I see you. That back door, although it's comfortable, you get radical. Jason, didn't you get radical once you released your investor? He got radical in his own way. Take yourself on mute for a second. Radical in his own way. He was supporting stuff. You don't know their story. You're going to hear their story, you know, during this or in the Big Money Business Summit. But what happened when you released your investor? Knees knocking, teeth chattering. Tell us, my brother.
So, you know, originally when we started this business, I was working out at, out at an Army base, working in the water industry. And, you know, it was very hard to really focus on the things that we needed to do to move this business forward. So when I made the radical decision to leave that field and really focus on the things that we were doing, that's when we really started to see our progression and to see this business unfold and to you know, put things in order that we put off for so long because it was just too hard. It was too hard to focus. It was too hard to come home, you know, on the 2 days off that we had, you know, because I was out there 5 days a week. It was really hard to come down off of you know, that atmosphere and really focus on the things that we needed to do to push ourselves forward. So finally releasing that allowed us to really focus on everything we needed to do. Yeah, and to start being comfortable in taking the action, the radical actions that we needed to do to make ourselves move forward.
Another thing. As a result of that, what's happening this week?
Okay, so this week, actually tomorrow, my book launch is tomorrow. I told myself that I was going to sit down and write a book and share my story, and I did. I put that affirmation into my head, and you know, I never would have thought. I look back at my past. I never would have thought that I would become an author one day. And tomorrow is my book launch. So
listen, because he was in this tribe, we all wanted to hear his story. He was just supporting Brisa. He said, no, I'm not a speaker. Matt made him. Like Matt gave him homework. Matt's like, you got to do this. Like sometimes getting you out of your comfort zone has you see your genius, has you see what God has in store for you. That's what I say, your assignment. They're living in their assignment. They're not living in a job, right? I'm living in my assignment. What I do every day is my God assignment. Our community pushed Jason. He wasn't participating like I'm a speaker. He's like, I'm not a speaker, right? I'm this, I'm that. And no, he's like, yes, you are.
I couldn't even get in front of the camera. I couldn't even speak in front of people. And here I am, you know, sharing my story and writing a book and you know, constantly on Facebook Lives and podcasts. So yes, this tribe is amazing, and they will push you. They will take you out of your comfort zone and show you who you are on the inside, even if you're afraid of it.
And amazing, right? Like when somebody believes in you bigger than yourself, you're like, wait, what did they see? Like Jason kept saying, y'all are seeing something I'm not seeing. We know, just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. How many of you need that in your life? I know I need it in my life. I stay engaged in tribes. I play with people who scare the bejesus out of me. I go to places where I feel like I'm the baby in the group, right? I play big, I play bold. I go into these meetings and I'm like, oh, I love it, but it makes me scared. How many of you are like that, right? Let me just play a little bit. So I'm so excited. I want you to pick, right, 3 goals that you're going to work on this quarter. Right? Big, hairy, audacious goals. And I want you to write them down, right? So like, I'm going to show you examples. So launch a book. So it would be write the book, write the webinar. Whenever you write a book, you need a course to go with the book, right? So for this, it was launch a book. It should go back down there, right? Publishing the book, complete the manuscript, complete the book proposal, a publishing deal, and book a 4-city tour. Then launch the webinar, create annual sales of 600,000, 2,500 qualified leads, 600 sales. I want you to look at, again, everything is a mathematical equation. What are your 3 big, hairy, radical, audacious goals that you want to create this year? This year can be unrecognizable. I want to do this every quarter. This quarter, what do you need to do? Next quarter, what do you need to do? And then what resources do I need? What talent do I need? What opportunity do I need? Who do I need to meet? Right? We're going to talk about in the Big Money Business Summit, we're going to talk about how we got a 6-figure book deal from a publisher. And then we're going to talk about self-publishing versus a traditional publishing and the biggest difference and why. Why would you do that? Why would I start a publishing company and then go get a book deal from Simon & Schuster? Right? The why. It's all strategy, not ego, strategy. So when you know your strategy and understand your strategy, so your homework from me is this. In the Facebook group, and I want everyone participating. This is where your life lives. How you play in here is how you play in the world. How you play in this course is how you show up in your life every single day. I need you to see the thread. I need you to see what's stopping you, what's holding you back, what's keeping you from playing small. Yes, yes? Am I talking to someone today? Like, it's so hard not being there. Yeah. Okay, good. I need to hear. I need to see you. I need to see you. So we know that part of this comes from what we call an inherited belief. You have inherited beliefs from your family. You have inherited beliefs from your parents, from your grandparents, from your community, right? And some of you have worked diligently. If you have worked on your beliefs and you've worked on letting go of your past, raise your hand so we can see you, right? Right? We've all done some work on that.